we are agents Layne, and by now you must have heard through the media that it is no longer a seller's market and the real estate is crashing. So I want to get into it and unpack it just a bit and start with saying, in general terms, the real estate market here in Los Angeles has gone from a hyper seller's market to a seller's market. Brian, are there some factors that would contribute to it still being a seller's market here in June of 2022?
Sure. So the big factor for real estate is inventory. This is really the piece that is going to control supply and demand for the market. And right now, inventory is still very low. Yes, it's moving up, but it is not anywhere near it was even prior to the pandemic. So basically you're looking at a supply level of 1.9 months of current inventory, which is almost identical to a year ago for July and August 2021.
Crazy. At
2 months of inventory. So really, although inventory has creeped up since the beginning of the year, which is the lowest like in history, it's still very low. So that's the first reason.
Okay.
Second reason is listing price. So this kind of shows you what the expectations are from the sellers and their agents. And listing prices only dropped 1%. So not a large drop at all. And so basically it's saying we're still expecting good prices and we're still getting good prices. So
right, and what we've seen personally from our listings is that we list a property, let's just say it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot or more West Side house. The sweet spot here on the West Side is under $2 million. If it presents well, looks good, and is well maintained, then that home is going to get still over asking price in this market.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about sold price, because this is an incredible statistic. From a month ago, so April to May, it went up 6%, average sales price in the West Side. That's huge. And you compare it to a year ago, it's up 11.5%.
Wow.
So actual sales are higher now than they ever have been.
Sales price?
Sales price. Okay. So, and we experienced that recently.
Right.
One of our sales did go really high, but we didn't have the multiple offers, right?
No, we had 2, 3 is what we normally get instead of the 10, 12 offers that we got last year.
Right.
So that's the big factor, is that we still have motivated buyers. There's no doubt about that. It's just that the buyer pool has diminished like significantly. I would say 75%, would you?
Yeah, at least 60%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
And so the buyers now have less competition. But remember, when you have 2 offers, you have competition. So those buyers that really want that house, they're going to overbid 100, 200, 300. And we just saw that in the last 2 months with 2 of our listings.
So let's talk about buyers. We said 60% of the buyers have disappeared from the market or are taking on the sidelines right now, and this is because of the interest rate, right? So let's talk about interest rate for a minute. So currently it's sitting about 5.8% nationally, and it's going to be moving up as the year moves on here for sure. They're still fighting inflation.
Right.
So this is a bit of a burner on motivated buyers right now because they want to get in while it's still under 6% and definitely don't want to deal with it when it's 7%. So buyers who are motivated are making offers over list price right now. So what else are we seeing with that?
So we recently got a couple offers, and I haven't seen this in a very long time. An offer came in as a 7 ARM, meaning that they didn't do a 30-year fix. They did a 7 adjustable rate mortgage, which gave them a lower interest rate to afford that $2.2 million house. We haven't seen that in 10 years.
Right.
And so, they can refinance out of that in the next 7 years. So that's a smart move in my opinion. The other thing, or the other solution for a buyer, is that they can ask for closing costs. We just got an offer on a condo and they asked for closing costs, which we haven't seen in a long time as well. So those are 2 things that buyers have done in the last 2 months to adapt to this new market.
If there's a will, there's a way for buyers for sure right now. The market report for us, basically, time is a little bit of the essence for buyers and sellers right now.
Because of interest rates.
Because of interest rates, right?
It's all about the interest rate.
Right, basically no one wants to pay a higher interest rate, so that's motivating the buyers. Sellers don't want to end up in a spot where now they have to deal with selling the house to buyers that have high interest rates, which is going to drive the price down.
Right.
Everybody's motivated, right? So don't sit on the sideline. Now's a great time to make a move.
Reach out, ask questions. We're here to answer any of your concerns, questions.
If you want the latest in Los Angeles market reports from us, please subscribe below. We do one every 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.